Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this terrific Tuesday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Life's good. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. Insane results. Guys, I have been teaching quite a bit the last few months. It's really picked up. And I've been quite busy, which is fine. But the results are just ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. Quite frankly, I never thought it would come to this. I knew the system was... I'll get to it in a minute. Let me honk, and we'll get to it. Anyway, the lessons and everything have really picked up. And I have over 200 students that I do on Skype. I have several that come to the house, but mostly it's on Skype. And 200, I'm not doing 200 every week. Guys, I'm not. I'm doing a fraction of that. But not everybody comes every week, da-da-da-da-da. But guys, it is really getting busy. And the cool thing is the results are in, man. The results are insane. Guys, people that have been struggling with this, and that is, I'm going to say, at least 60% of my students are return guys that are getting back to it later in life. Guys, if I could have a nickel for every time I had a variation of the story, you know, I always loved to play the trumpet, and I wanted to be in jazz band, but I never had the chops, and I did this system and this pivot system and this Caruso and all this sort of stuff, and it just doesn't work. And I'm trying to, you know, I spent a fortune on this mouthpiece and that mouthpiece and the screw. Oh my God, guys. It is all the same. And I'm not pointing my finger at anybody and saying you're ruining the work. No, this is conventional way the trumpet is being taught. Guys, the new age is here. Jerry spent his whole life perfecting this. His whole life perfecting this. And he didn't have the luxury of social media. By the time it really, social media that is, really came to fruition, he was well past it. He didn't want to be bothered with it. Anytime I emailed him, he was the most ardent listener of all these videos. And every single morning, he had to get Yumiko to boot it up for him. Even when he wanted to listen to it again, Yumiko, he couldn't press, no. Guys, but if he had this back when he was my age, or even before that, when he was in his 40s or 50s, please. We get Maurice Andre in there, and Maurice Andre's son, and Gatala, and John Ware, and Lou Soloff, and all these guys, please. But it wasn't ready. The tongue wasn't ready. For sure, the mouthpiece wasn't ready. Okay? And guys, that mouthpiece is the whole... I'm not going to say it's the whole ball of wax, because if you're not playing correctly, the mouthpiece isn't going to work. But guys, the mouthpiece is what brought it all together for me and for Jerry. Towards the end of his life, he felt very, very comfortable that his life, even though he couldn't play anymore, doctor's orders, he felt very, very comfortable that his life's work had been this. He accomplished what he wanted to set out. He had figured out the trumpet and the trumpet mouthpiece and trumpets in general. Figured it out. And yes, this is the definitive way to play the trumpet. Any other way is you're wasting your time. Now, not that there aren't great players out there that play differently, but you're not going to get these tone, power, range, and endurance results. You're just not. With anybody else. I talked to a lot of people just say that they're teaching the Calat method. They're not. They're not getting these results. They're not getting these students that are just killing it. And guys, insane results. It starts, guys, with the 1SB mouthpiece. I will not teach anybody that doesn't have a Calat mouthpiece. If you have a 3C, 3S, if you have a DT10, if you have a number 6 from years gone by, you want it, fine. Fine. I strongly suggest you get the 1SB. When anybody calls me and said, I want the number 4, I want the 3, I want the 1SS, whatever, I try very hard to talk them into the 1SB. If ultimately they don't want it, what can I do? Okay? But here's the thing, guy. I've had a couple instances, not a lot, but a couple instances that guys trying to doctor the 1SB. Guys, it felt really good, but it was backing up on me, so I got the hole opened up, or I thin-walled the cup. Guys, it's not a 1SB anymore. A couple guys have the bent. Guys, it's not a 1SB anymore. And that falls under the heading, I'm not going to teach you if it's not a Calat mouthpiece. And if you start doctoring these things up, it's not a Calat mouthpiece anymore, and I'm not doing it. All right? But I'll tell you what, as far as I can tell, I'm the only one out there in the history of trumpet, well, Jerry, that will guarantee you results. Guarantee you results. I guarantee you, after the first lesson, boom, you'll get a spike in performance. Guaranteed. From there, the insane results, I can't guarantee how long it will take. But you will get it. Guaranteed. And no, Claude Gordon, Caruso, nobody's guaranteed that. Nobody's guaranteed it. I do. I feel that strongly about it. And the only time, the only reason I started guaranteeing it the last few years is because of the 1SB. It's that extraordinary. For any kind of playing, orchestral, brass quintet, solo, lead, jazz, anything you want. I don't care what your physiology is. Will I have big lips? Will I have an overbite? Doesn't matter. Guys, don't mess with perfection, though. Guys, don't doctor up the 1SB. Guys, I'm not going to teach you. Guys, I offer a free lesson with the price of the 1SB. If it comes back in that 1SB isn't a 1SB anymore, I'm not giving you the lesson. So just be forewarned. Anyway, guys, get on board. Yes, I'm very busy, but it's fluid. It's fluid. As I said, 200 students. I don't take them every week. There are slots open, and there's nobody more happy to fill those slots than me. Guys, this is what I love doing. I have a health and fitness business, and that's great too. I love helping people. But this is what I love to get up and do. Nail some double C's and G's, Anyway, so get in touch with me for a lesson. Buy the 1SB. Guys, do yourself a favor. That's another thing. I've seen the price of mouthpieces out there. And for $191, guys, and $9 shipping, so $2 unless you come here and get it. All right? I've seen, guys, for custom-made mouthpieces, that is still extremely cheap. If you're going to get, manufactured Bach garbage, yeah, you can get that for what, $60, $75 now? I don't even know. I don't care. It's a complete and total waste of money. But compared to what's going on with some of these other companies, I mean, thousands of dollars for a mouthpiece and a bunch of rims and screw. Oh, God. Giardinelli was doing that 50 years ago. Nothing earth-shattering there at all. Anyway, Get the 1SB. You'll get a free lesson. For $10, get the True Power to the Max book. That's not True Power to the Max, but I have dozens of books that will help you along the way. They're all for $10. Guys, first of all, nobody, I'm the most prolific author in the history of brass. I've got over 30 books on trumpet alone, on all different topics of trumpet. But the True Power to the Max, that is the book that Jerry said was the greatest book ever written for brass, including the ones he wrote. Why? Because we got it at a point after the 1SB and all that sort of stuff that encompassed the whole thing. Finally, the system was complete. All right? All right. Eat and drink fruits and vegetables and live your life with True Power and get insane results. Love you all.